So good morning dear students. I hope you all are fit and fine. Okay. In the last class we have started exercise 1B. Now we are going to start from question number 8B1. Okay. Now in this 8B1 we are given with the class marks. We need to find the class intervals, the overlapping class intervals. Okay. So let's get started. So we are given with 5.5. These are the class marks. We know the formula for the class mark, which is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Okay. So class mark, on putting the value 5.5 here, lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Take 2 here, you will get 11 as lower limit plus upper limit. Okay. Just keep it as it is. Go on second one, 10.5. Put 10.5 here. So again lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2, take 2 that side. So 21 is equal to lower limit plus upper limit. Now if you just look in these two equations, with these two equations we need to just think and make the intervals accordingly. Keeping in mind the interval should be an overlapping interval. It should not be a non-overlapping interval. And I know that you know about overlapping intervals. So here you need to think about two numbers whose sum should be 11. So there are like many pairs we have with us who gives 11 as a sum, but those two numbers should be in such a way that with that we can make intervals, and it should be an overlapping interval and it should satisfy all these class marks. Alright, so if we take 1, 10, so for sure it gives us 1 plus 10 gives us 11. If I take lower limit as 1 and upper limit as 10, so I get 11 and I get middle number as 5.5. Okay, so keeping in mind this interval 1 to 10, let us go on next one. We know this lower limit is nothing but the upper limit of the preceding class. So 10 to 21 will be the next interval, because 1 to 10, then 10 to 20, 10 to 20, sorry. Alright, so you see this gives us 5.5, but 10 to 20, 10 plus 20 is what? 30, divide by 2, 15, but this is not satisfying. Okay, so let us go on the next interval. Let's take 2 and 9. Yes, 2 and 9. So 2 plus 9 is 11. Okay, no issues. Middle term is also 5.5. because 2 plus 9 divided by 2 is 5.5. So keeping in mind this interval, let's build the next interval. So next interval will be 9 to, there is a difference of 7, so we need to add 7 here, 9 to 16. 9 plus 16 is 25, and 25 divided by 2 is 12.5, but 10.5 is here, so this is also not acceptable. Let's go for 3 to 8. 3 plus 8 is 11, divided by 2, 5.5. Okay, accepted. Now keeping in mind this, 8 to 13. 8 plus 13 is what? 21. 21 divided by 2 is 10.5. So yes, this is satisfying our equations. This is satisfying our class marks. So we need to take this interval, 3 to 8, 8 to 13, then 13 to 18, and so on like this. So I hope this thing is clear to you. Okay, so you can do the first one also. Okay, let's go to the next question. So dear students, question number 9, using telemarks, construct a frequency table, cumulative frequency table for the following unclassified distribution. You are given certain numbers, you are given certain data. With that you need to construct a frequency table, and with that you have to make a frequency, a cumulative frequency also. So such type of questions I guess we have done previously, where first we need to see one thing, that how many numbers are there. For this, see, by using the telemark we can do this. So first we need to dip check our question. Okay, so just see the numbers. Okay, 5, then 5.2 is there, then 5.3, then 5.4, okay, 5, then 6 is there. Okay, now with this we need to make a telemark column. Okay, So telemarks. So how many times 5? So first of all 5, then 5.2, then make one stroke after this 5.2, then 6, then make one stroke here, then 5.4, one more stroke, 5.2 again, then 6 again, so on. I'm just making it, okay, please. Okay, so such type of telemark will be there. Okay, one more, just wait. Yeah, like this. So after counting this telemarks, okay, this will be our frequency column. So 2, 4, 2, 3 and 2. With this, can we make the cumulative frequency? Yes, we can make the cumulative frequency table here. We know how to make cumulative frequency. First of all, it will be 2. Then add 2 in this, you will get 6. Then add 2, we need to just add. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 3, 11. 11 plus 2, 13. Okay, so like this, we have to make the cumulative frequency here. Okay. Understood? This one, wait, this one is 3. Okay, so here it will be 3, it will be 14 here. Okay, so like this we have to do. Alright, now if you see the 10th question, fill in the blanks to complete the frequency table. So you are given with the value of variables, telemarks, frequency and cumulative frequency. So if you see the second one, frequency is given 4. So can you make telemarks? You need to make 4 strokes there. In the book only you can do. Okay, so please do this question. Now I am directly taking 12th one because if you can understand the 12th, you can easily do the 11th question. So 12th question says the maximum temperatures in degrees Celsius, it is given, at a place on different days of a month are recorded as below. So given are the data. Construct a frequency table with a telemarks, one of the overlapping intervals being 28 to 30. Okay, so one interval is given 28 to 30. So looking into the data, you have to look into your data. That means each and every data you have to see, and accordingly in which interval it is falling, you need to make the strokes. After every 4th stroke, the 5th one will cut this one, and you have to start with the new group of that strokes. Okay, so that is how I have seen. By looking into data, I have made this telemarks, and we need to count it. How? This is 1, so 1. This is a pair of 5, so 5. This is 5 plus 3, 8. So that is how I calculated and made the frequency table. Okay, and at last you can write what will be the addition. What will be the addition here? 1 plus 5, 6 plus 8, 14. 14 plus 7, 21. 21 plus 10, 31. So total is the 31. Alright, now if you see the second one, what is the second question? Construct a frequency table with telemarks, 2 consecutive non-overlapping intervals being 28.1 to 30 and 30.1 to 32. Okay, so this interval will change into 28.1, 30.1. This will be 32.1, and similarly these two. Okay, so now there will be some changes in this also in the data. So again you need to look into the data, make the telemark and then frequency. I hope you will do this question. You won't find any problem in it. Now 13th one, construct a cumulative frequency table for the question number 11 with overlapping intervals 25 to 45, 45 to 65. Now if you can you can surely do the 11th question. So in the 13th question, with the help of 11th question's data, you need to make a cumulative frequency. How do you make cumulative frequency table? After the frequency only we can make the cumulative frequency table. Okay, so 25 to 45, then 45 to 65. Like this you have to make. Then accordingly you make the telemarks. With that you make the frequency column, and with this you will make the cumulative frequency column. Okay, so please do this one also. Okay, let's start with the 14th one. Okay, let's do this. Now let's do the 14th question. A frequency distribution of integers is given below. You are given with this table. Answer the following questions. How many students secured more than 39 but below 60? So see, these are the marks, number of marks. But that means these are the intervals and frequency. Can you just understand this data? See, 5 are the students who got between 0 to 20 marks. 12 are the students who got the marks between 20 to 40. Okay, so like this you have to interpret. Now question says how many students secured more than 39 but below 60. So more than 39 means like this is up to 40. So more than 39 will be 40 and 40 starts from here. So more than 40, more than 39 but below 60 means they are actually talking about this interval. So 11 only are the students who got more than 39 but below 60. So the answer, first answer is 11. Second one, how many students secured less than 40 marks? So less than 40 means these two intervals, and in these two intervals 5 plus 12, 17. So 17 are the students who got less than 40 marks. If the minimum marks for a scholarship is 60, then how many students got this scholarship? So if minimum marks is 60, okay, so how many students got scholarship? So 60 to 80, then 80 to 100. So 6 are the students who got the scholarship. Okay, so this is 6 is the answer. Then if you go for the D and E one, you need to make the frequency table. Okay, so how we can make? So the cumulative frequency here will be first 5, then 5 plus 12, 17, 17 plus 11, 28, 28 plus 4, 32, 32 plus 2, 34, like this. Okay, so this one answered. Then E1, change the table with non-overlapping class interval. So we need to change the table with the non-overlapping class interval. So these are the class intervals we have: 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60. Okay, so we need to change this into the non-overlapping class interval. So how? 0 to 20 will become 0 to 19. Then the next one will become 20 to 40, 20 to 39. Okay. Then next one will become 40 to 59. So there must be a gap to make it a non-overlapping interval. So that is how we made the gap. And this will be the intervals, and following will be the frequency. Okay, so that is how we did the question number 14. Okay, so let's do question number 16. 15 I am leaving it for you. Okay, so question number 16 is let me just write. Now let's see the 16th question. In this, let me read. Construct the frequency distribution of positive integral data from the following cumulative frequency distribution. Okay, so from this we need to construct a proper interval. How we write the intervals, no, like 10 to 20, 20 to 30, like that. So we need to write here properly, and then cumulative frequency, and then we have to write the proper frequency of it. Okay, so less than or equal to 10. Alright, so less than or equal to 10, then less than or equal to 20. So how we will write here? 0 to 10, then there is a difference of 10 in the interval, so that is why we have to accept 0 to 10 only. And they are saying the positive integral, so we cannot go in negative. That is how 0 to 10, then 10 to 20, then 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and 50 to 60. Like that we have to write in the proper way. Then this is already the cumulated frequency. We need to convert this into the frequency. Okay, so we have always seen that we find cumulative frequency from frequency. Now we need to find frequency from cumulative frequency. Okay, so what you have to keep in mind, okay, the first one will be as it is. Now you need to subtract. 10 minus 6 is how much? 4. So you need to write 4 here. 17 minus 10 will give you 7. 22 minus 17 will give you 5. 30 minus 22 will give you 8. And 40 minus 30 will give you 10. If you want to know whether your frequency is correct or not, you need to add and check whether it is correct or not. So how we do that? 6, then 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 7 17, then 17 plus 5 22, and like that. So you can have a check also. Now the 17th one, again I am leaving it for you. Please read and do this question. Okay, here we end our class. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.